Sega screwed Sega. So let me tell you what I mean by that. So the Sega Genesis Mini is coming out, and I actually forgot it was coming out. Totally forgot. And I only know because there's like 47 videos on my YouTube feed of the Sega Genesis Mini coming out, which one either means a review embargo was finally dropped, or everybody got them early, the exact same time for review units, and put videos out in the exact same time span. I doubt that second one. But as far as the Sega Mini goes, I look at it, it looks nice. It was done this time by M2 and not AtGames, and from what I'm told, M2, they know what they're doing. But why doesn't it feel worth it to me? And it doesn't feel worth it because Sega has devalued its own IP. So I mean, you have Nintendo and doing their NES Classic and Super NES, and you have NEC or whoever owns them doing the TurboGrafx. You have Neo Geo, and you have Atari, and you have Commodore. But God, there's a lot of them. But as far as these mini consoles go, I feel like there's two categories for these mini consoles. You have the almost what feels like the higher end ones, like the Nintendo and the TurboGrafx and the Neo Geo, and you have the lower tier, which is like the Atari, and there's like 8 of them, and I feel like Sega falls more in with that because this isn't the first time. We know that if they've done a mini console, they had AtGames do how many? Or Radical did them? Radical, I don't know what the name was. I mean, you had the Sega controller that had Sonic games built in. You had the Sega controller tied to a little tiny block-looking Genesis that had, a bunch of games in that. You had those AtGame systems with the cartridge port on them, multiple iterations of that with different, games on the box saying how great it was. And then after all that, Sega's like, oh, we're taking it back. We're going to have M2 do it. It's going to be great. And now they want to throw that price tag on it. And it's to me, it's not worth that price tag. On top of that, you have compilations, which even Sega's done compilations. Back on the Saturn, there was a Sonic compilation. I think it was Sonic Jam on the Saturn. So Sega, they've been doing this forever, putting their games on things. And by doing it so often, they devalue their own intellectual property to the point where, I don't know, maybe I'm alone in this, but I don't feel the price tag $50 is worth it for this thing. It doesn't feel that way. It feels like $50, $60 max, and that's it. No way should it be anywhere near price tag, no matter what spring-loaded doors that do nothing do, and what Sega CD slot on the bottom has a door that comes off. Those are cute. They're nice touches for... I'm guessing that's definitely aimed at collector. No casual person gives a crap about the Sega, the expansion slot cover coming off. That's we know who that's aimed towards. But I don't know. What did you do, Sega? What did you do? You really, to the fact that I forgot this thing was even coming out. I'm ranting now. I'm ranting. But Sega screwed Sega.